I'm going to show you how to get free bees into your bottle beehive system with minimal contact with the bees. Let's start by making the first part of your system by modifying a bucket swarm trap. There are 4 ways to get bees. Catch a swarm of bees, obtain bees from a friendly beekeeper who wants to help you, buy a 2 or a 3-pound box of bees, buy a nuke. Only the first and possibly the second of these sources will cost you less than a couple of $100. As far as I know, all of the above methods require you to have a lot of potential contact with the bees. I will show you how to not only catch your own swarm, but more importantly, in the next video, I'll show you how to get your swarm into the bottle with minimal contact with the bees. If there is enough interest in how to get a 3-pound box of bees into a bottle system, I can make a video of that too. Just let me know in the comments below. You should watch this video all the way through to the end before starting so that you have a good overview of the steps. Start with a clean 5-gallon food-grade bucket and easily removable lid. Next, drill a 2 1/8 inch hole in the center of the lid. I like to use a small drill to drill a pilot hole first so that it is easier to center the hole in the lid. Save that little disc that you just cut out. You will use it later. The rest of the construction is the same as many vertically oriented bucket swarm trap videos on YouTube. Drill 4 1-inch holes around the bucket just under the rim near the top of the bucket. The idea is to use the rim as an eave to keep the rain out of the bucket. Next, drill a 1-inch hole in the bottom of the bucket near the center. It is easier if you drill a pilot hole from the inside, then drill the rest of the hole from the outside. You are going to cover 4 of the 5 1-inch holes in the bucket with metal window screen. Cut 4 squares roughly 1.5 inches. You can cut them into circles if you want, but it is optional. Using a hot glue gun, attach the screen over the drain hole in the bottom of the bucket from the outside. Then glue screen around any 3 of the holes around the sides of the bucket. This gives the trap ventilation, but it leaves only one opening for the bees to have to defend. If you have some sandpaper on hand, rough up the plastic for better adhesion. Then, while the glue is still molten, press the screen into the glue. Remember that disc you saved earlier? Use the bucket lid to mark a couple of non-overlapping arcs across the disc. You will use one of those arcs to make a landing pad for your bees. Cut the disc so that it will fit somewhat snugly to the outside of the barrel just below the entrance hole and when tilted downward at a slight angle. Attach below the entrance hole with a lot of hot glue. We will make a pipe that goes from the hole to the bottle in a future video. Stay tuned to the end for a list of the parts that you will need for the next video. One disadvantage of bucket swarm traps is that they have less than half of the volume that is optimal for catching a swarm. Studies have shown that a volume of roughly 11 gallons is what swarms prefer. By joining our modified bucket with a 5-gallon bottle hive, we come much closer to that target volume. You could just use 2 bottles joined together for a trap as well, but using a bucket reduces your cost per trap by a few dollars. If keeping your cost down matters, this helps since setting out 2 traps will double your chances of catching a swarm. Also consider that people have been known to steal or damage traps. Finally, realize that there is no guarantee that you will catch a swarm. Watch the next video in the series to learn how you can make a bottle to integrate into your bucket swarm trap.